one of the great champion Green Bay Packers. Big ceremony at halftime. He'll be joining us in the second half, so stick around for that. We're at halftime. His Packers are down 17-6.
An all-new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, tonight on Fox.
Roger, you need to get to work.
It's all right. Criminals don't wake up this early.
Leave now, or I'll be forced to have to call the police.
Hello? We're already here.
Have that patent.
Who is that guy?
That is my new assistant.
Denzel?
Take control now. We can't even slow.
Seen enough action?
Day's not over yet.
Lethal Weapon, all new, Wednesday on Fox.
You sound like a man who is afraid that I am dead right.
You talk about the Cowboys and the Patriots like they're like your kids. What am I missing?
This is the place to be.
You won't listen.
I do not hate LeBron James. In fact, I like him. I don't like it.
I love it.
That's the hottest seat in sports media. This is undisputed.
With internet from Time Warner Cable, you get unlimited data. AT&T U-verse has data caps. So basically, Time Warner Cable is like a all-you-can-eat buffet. The really good ones. With the pudding. AT&T U-verse is like an overrated frou-frou dinner you pay too much for and have to hit a drive-thru on the way home. No pudding. No, that's done. Time Warner Cable. It's the obvious choice, people.
Good evening, I'm Fallon Glick. The daughter of Olympic athlete Tyson Gay was killed early this morning outside a Lexington restaurant. Police say 15-year-old Trinity Gay died from being shot. Witnesses reported seeing an exchange of gunfire between two cars in the parking lot of Cookout. However, investigators say Gay was not the intended target. Officers were able to locate one of the cars and question two people. They are still looking for the second vehicle, described as a dark sports car with tinted windows. One man is dead after being shot in broad daylight in Louisville. It happened off West Court and 11th Street near the Beecher Terrace housing development. The shooting occurred around 2:45 this afternoon. Police say they don't have a suspect, but with so many people around, they say someone must have seen something. Neighbors who were having a family gathering say the violence has got to stop.
Kind of shakes you into just realizing where we are right now in life.
This marks the 92nd homicide in Louisville this year.
Jeremy Capple's WDRB weather forecast has the seal of approval from the American Meteorological Society.
Warm conditions continuing out there again today after topping out in the mid-80s. Temperature still very warm at Churchill Downs, 81 degrees. Just a few fair weather cumulus clouds left. A pretty healthy southwesterly breeze that will remain with us. High clouds from earlier moving away. Actually had a couple showers out towards Indianapolis. We're seeing that southerly wind though. Warm front pushes to the north, and then we're going to talk about those temperatures nearing record levels here as we head on into this coming week. If you're heading out this evening, very mild overnight lows, only near 67.
Thanks, Jeremy. And Cycluvia takes over the Highlands. Hundreds of people biked, skateboarded, and walked down the middle of Bardstown Road today. Every year, the event celebrates outdoor recreation for pedestrians. We'll have those stories and much more tonight on WDRB News at 10.
I'm David Scott.
And I'm Lindsay Allen.
The latest news, weather, and top journalism you come to expect from WDRB News.
Join us weeknights for WDRB News at 6.
New Ford SUVs have great technology that helps you feel unstoppable. Turbocharged EcoBoost engines merge exhilarating power with great fuel efficiency. While new voice-activated Sync 3 keeps you connected with an easy-to-use design and high-speed performance. And even when your hands are full, your foot can lend a hand. Now get an Explorer or an Edge with 0% financing for 72 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
I'm back at Total Wine & More, and I could not be more excited. These guys have over 8,000 wines, 3,000 spirits, and 2,500 beers. So far, I've counted over 1,000 beers.
Yes, we have hundreds of IPAs, seasonal beers, Belgians, and ales.
I love this guy. To beer or not to beer? To beer.
Next week, spirits.
Discover our incredible selection of beer, wine, and spirits, Total Wine and more. Now open at Paddock Shops. Please drink responsibly.
This is author and automotive expert Bob Lygen.
There are many reasons you may choose to lease a car. If one of those is for business use or tax benefits, there are many options available. Alpha Leasing customizes each lease. Dealers only have one option. Alpha Leasing structures each lease to your business or tax situation to maximize tax deductibility. That's why I wrote the book on how to make leasing work for you. I'm Bob Lygen. Call me today.
Change has never been more powerful. We're rolling out our capable new lineup during Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event. The all-new Armada and Pathfinder, plus the award-winning Murano and our best-selling Rogue with intuitive all-wheel drive. Take on any terrain. Get to Nissan now for big savings and get a low $189 per month lease on the 2016 Rogue, or lease Murano just $259 per month.
WDRB in the morning, weekdays beginning at 5.
With every pass, every kickoff, every run back, with every single down, you feel it. Your heart rate accelerates. Blood vessels dilate. Your breathing speeds up. Pupils enlarge. Claim your place in the jungle, because it's not the same if you're not at the game.
Pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Today's excitement brought to you by the new Nissan Titan. That's today's excitement brought to you by the new Nissan Titan. An incredible excitement for this sellout crowd, 320th consecutive sellout crowd at Lambeau Field for one of their all-time heroes, Brett Favre. Came here in a trade from Atlanta in 1992. Said hello to the youngster Dak Prescott, of course, both Southerners. Prescott from Louisiana, and of course Brett Favre from Mississippi. And Brett Favre is on his way up to our Fox television booth here at Lambeau Field, and we'll welcome him in momentarily. Looking forward to having him up here.
Well, he thrilled this crowd for a number of years. They gave him a great reception when he came out. Good to see his name out there once again. His number was already retired back on Thanksgiving of last year.
17-6 at halftime, and we check in downstairs with Aaron.
All right, let's start with Jason Garrett, who said for his offense, obviously very happy with the first and the last drive. He said some things we need to be more efficient on. Let's start with the third down. Also, it's very obvious for his defense, as he pointed out to me. We have to get to Aaron Rodgers. One note for Dallas's defense, so they will be without cornerback Morris Claiborne, guys.
Well, that's a big hit for Dallas in the secondary. Claiborne is playing outstanding football right now. The Packers are going to win this game. Aaron Rodgers has to do something in the second half he has not done all year long, and that is throw a touchdown pass. Not a single one of them so far in the second half this season. They pitch it to Lacy. Third time he jumps over a would-be tackler. And it's up to the 24. Aaron, how about Mike McCarthy? What did he have to say?
Well, I just said to him, Tom, how would you assess your offense in the first half? And he said, look, our running game, we're trying to do the best we can. We're trying to manage it with Eddie Lacy's injury and what we have going. I then said, Coach, what about Aaron Rodgers? How did you think he did in the first half? He took a deep sigh and said, look, we're missing a lot of things. There's drops. He's not throwing it very well. He's like, we just have to be better with details here. And they hope to do that in the second half.
Great stuff, Aaron Andrews. Thank you very much. Rodgers 15 of 22, 135 yards. And Lacy first down yardage or close to it. Boy, he almost looked like he was stonewalled. And you don't see that from a big man that frequently. He took a big hit, and he's telling the defender he delivered the big hit.
Well, it looked like he might have slipped just a little bit as he was going down, but he definitely took a big hit there from Anthony Hitchens, which kept him from picking up what looked to be an easy first down, but now brings up 3rd and short.
Well, we saw a 3rd down and 1, the very first drive to begin the game, when they handed the ball to the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski, and they couldn't get it. They have Ripkowski in the front of the I formation, and they give it to Lacy, and he will get a first down. He's been airborne almost as much as he's been on the ground.
Well, and I'll tell you that he's given this offense more than I thought he would be able to in the early going when he left the game initially. I wasn't so sure he would even get back in the game, and he's made some nice runs. He's finished some runs. He's run tough. He's given them all they got. That was a big 3rd down conversion there. You know, we heard Aaron Andrews talk about Jason Garrett, unhappy with their 3rd downs, not converting. Neither offense has really been good in this game where that was a strength coming in.
Lacy cuts it back to the inside, and he's up to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4, close to 5. He's still on his feet. The whistle had been blown, though. Well, one of the best news shows of the fall season is Lethal Weapon. Damon Wayans, Lane Crawford, great chemistry. The whole hour is nonstop fun. If you haven't seen it, why not check it out? Catch an all-new Lethal Weapon Wednesday on Fox.
If the Packers are able to get this running game going consistently and just kind of settle everybody else down, that would help Aaron Rodgers in this receiving core. This has been a nice drive with Eddie Lacy here to start this second half.
A 5-yard gain by Lacy. Play action this time. Rodgers rolling. Dumps it off to the fullback, who spins away from the tackle. That was Wilcox who hit Ripkowski. He's a native of Dayton, Texas. Walked on at Oklahoma and saw considerable playing time on offense for the first time all year long last week in the win over the Giants.
Ripkowski, who came from Oklahoma, a fullback, played his last year there, and you don't see a lot of those guys that have played the position prior to getting to the NFL. Heck, you don't even see a lot of teams that carry a fullback, but with time to throw, once again, just nobody creating much separation with the man coverage Dallas has shown.
Empty backfield on a 3rd and 3. And that's a nice catch right there. That's a low throw and an outstanding play made by Montgomery to cash in on the first down.
And Montgomery, he can run, and he's a hard guy to get on the ground once he has it, but this is a tough catch for him. If he catches that, he's got room to go. You see his shake move there, and there's nobody really out in front of him. Carr's the only guy who can come in. No guarantee he makes the tackle, but just a little bit off on some of these throws as we've seen throughout this game.
All right, a gain of 9.
Sled.
Triple R.
Sled.
319.
319.
Lacy looking for a little running room, but just not much there. Let's check in back in Los Angeles. A game break occurred in Menifee.
All right, Atlanta had 86 yards of offense in the first half at Seattle, but they've come out in the second half. And Matt Ryan hooks up with Julio Jones, 36 yards on the score, pulls them to within a touchdown. It's proven to be a pretty good one there. Tom, Troy, and Aaron.
Well, it figured to be a good one. Matt Ryan's having a great year. They would be the surprise team, perhaps along with these Cowboys, in the NFC so far.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that has emerged that not a lot of people thought was going to be as good as they are.
8th play. Terrible throw. And it's intercepted by Barry Church, and he brings it back across the 50.
General, there's been a breach. We need your password so we can lock down the system.
My password?
Yes, sir, we need your password.
The password that I use?
Yes, sir, your password.
There's been another breach.
Sir.
Right, okay. IHATEMYJOB1.
I hate my job. 1.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
on the night shift. Introducing the new Titan with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper.
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza in the universe. You figured out how to combine a grilled cheese sandwich with a Pizza Hut pizza. Surely interstellar travel will soon follow. Round. Round like home. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza, proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
We believe that light beer shouldn't compromise on taste. And we hold true to that belief. We have to. It's tattooed on our neck. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Nissan, innovation that excites. And by State Farm, here to help life go right.
Big turnover. First interception thrown today, the fourth so far this year by Rodgers. On this opening possession of the second half, and now the Cowboys on offense give it to Ezekiel Elliott. And Elliott stiff arms and then shoved to the turf, but all the way inside the 25. Let's go back to the interception a moment ago.
Well, Barry Church initially lines up like he's going to double the outside on Jordy Nelson, but instead he drops down. Aaron Rodgers never looks to his left where he has one-on-one coverage and starts to work the middle, but when he comes back to that deep crosser, Church falls underneath the route, and that's just simply Aaron Rodgers being confused by the pre-snap coverage look and not reading it through.
That was a 25-yard carry by Ezekiel Elliott. It's the first time this year they've allowed a 20-yard run.
Yeah, this is, on that particular play, we've seen some missed throws where he's been a little off. You know, heck, having said that, he completed 68% there in the first half of this game. But on that play there, just once the ball was snapped, not really recognizing what was happening and completely lost sight of the safety, Barry Church. Hey, this defense right now for the Packers, 17-6 ball game. Momentum clearly changed at the end of that half. They got a chance to blow this thing open.
Under 9 to go in the hands of Beasley. And he has a first down and then some inside the 20, the 10, and down to the 7-yard line. Got an outstanding block, a couple of them, by Witten and Terrance Williams.
It's like Dak Prescott said, you said it earlier, that Cole Beasley, he's just simply a guy who makes plays, and this is basically an extension of the run game. Wide receiver screen, athletic lineman, they get him out in front, and a nice pickup for the Cowboys. Tyron Smith showing his athleticism, and he's missed a couple games. Heck, he's been playing with a bulging disc in his back. Didn't slow him down there.
Well, he was able to come back and play against the Bengals last week after missing 2 games. And here's Elliott. And he is spun down by Burnett inside the 5, 2nd and goal for Dallas.
You know, you go back to Cole Beasley, and a guy who's really having a career year to start this season, and heck, his career almost ended before it got started. He left in training camp, decided he didn't want to play football, and wasn't sure that it was something that he was enjoying, and the Cowboys let him go home and kind of give it some thought. He finally decided to come back and play, and I know that was the best decision he's ever made, and the beneficiaries are the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, they had Elliott split to the left. Now he comes in the backfield. And they hand it to Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 1.5 yards.
And now we'll see what Dallas elects to do and whether they're going to put the ball in the air, or as we've seen already from Prescott, he's really dangerous in this part of the field, making a defense defend him as well. If they get out of those lanes and they don't contain, he's a guy who's certainly capable of tucking it and running with power.
They have trips to the top of your screen, and now be joined making a quartet with Elliott up there. Look at that formation. They come back the other way, and it's thrown behind Bryce Butler. I was very surprised that Cole Beasley left the field on that 3rd down and goal. He had the touchdown reception inside the 5 in the first quarter.
Well, anytime a defense sees him on the sidelines, they're pretty happy about that. So one less guy that they have to worry about, a real threat. But Prescott, as they go 4 to one side, he had his guy. It was one of the poor throws that we've seen from him in this ballgame.
That's good stop, big stop for Green Bay. 22-yard field goal try now by Bailey. Did his only attempt in the opening half. 2 out of 2 on the day. 20-6. Under 7 to go in the third.
Take on the day shift. Introducing the new Titan with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper.
I will follow you. Ever since you touched my hand, I knew. I love you, I love you, I love you. Where you go, I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. I'll always be my true love, my true love, my true love.
Viagra single packs. So guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price.
More people save by combining their home and auto with State Farm to help life go right.
Chris Wallace moderates the final presidential debate Wednesday on Fox News Channel.
All right, still a long way to go. And a couple of touchdowns away are the Green Bay Packers with 6:58 to play in the third after the interception thrown by Rodgers turns into 3 for Dallas. Bailey spins it away. And down on a knee is Montgomery. We'll see if Rodgers and company can get it going.
Take on the day shift. Introducing the new Titan with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper.
All right, we're going to take you for the tour. First floor, bun. Second floor, 2 patties. Third floor, penthouse, 6 strips of bacon, sesame seed roof. Sunset.
Try the new Bacon King with a half pound of beef and 6 strips of crispy bacon. It's truly the Bacon King, only at Burger King.
All right, here we go, Hey, we're doing the wave! Take it off of me!
For 42 minutes, he's been trying to bring an entire stadium to its feet.
You missed it, buddy.
Why does he do it? For glory? Notoriety? We don't know. Frankly, we don't need to know. But much like this hero, Courtyard is all about the game.
Take it off of me. 1, 2, 3. Way! There's my guy. Yes. Go. Snacks? Yeah, man. Eat it up, and we're gonna burn it off doing the wave.
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football. And so is Verizon, because now you can watch every live local game on your phone with NFL Mobile, exclusively on Verizon, all without using your data. That's better than good.
It's the best.
And I'm the best. Watch live NFL games, NFL Red Zone, and more with NFL Mobile, all in HD, only on America's Best Network.
Today's game is sponsored by Verizon. Join a better network because better matters.
Welcome back to America's game of the week on Fox with Troy Aikman, Aaron Andrews, Tom Brenneman, our entire Fox crew from Lambeau Field in Green Bay. First down for Rodgers, who runs away from trouble, and he'll just tuck it away and run out of bounds after a gain of a yard on first down.
The Cowboys go to a single high safety. They drop the other guy down, and it's man-to-man, and you know, that's what Aaron Rodgers is looking at. There's just not a lot of separation at times for him to get the ball to somebody, and then he starts to feel some of that pressure. And so the timing of what you would like to have as a quarterback, drop back, ball comes out, you get off of that, and then you start not trusting that things are going to come up the way that they're supposed to.
Second down, they give it to Lacy. He lost his footing trying to cut it back to the inside. Causing the disruption again was Terrell McClain. I tell you what, it is infrequent for a long time that you come to Lambeau Field in Green Bay and hear boos from the crowd. This is unquestionably one of the most supportive fan base in any sport in the United States and all of North America. But clearly there is frustration in this building right now with this offense.
Well, there's definitely a lot of restlessness. They came here to celebrate Brett Favre, and this offense, they've been watching this for quite some time. It's been an offense going back to last year that has struggled more in recent games than when they've played well.
Third down, big hit delivered by Lee, but able to hang on to the football is Davante Adams. And he's still down on the field. That is a first down catch. Goodness gracious, how do these guys do it?
Well, anytime you're running the slant route, and there's Sean Lee once again coming from the inside, just like when he took out Morris Claiborne. And you know, Davante Adams, you play wide receiver in this league and you run that slant, you know that there's potential to get hit like that, and you just hope that he's okay. It was a tough catch and a tough hit by Sean Lee.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I can't touch a gun.
I think this is cowardice. Why do you still here? You are free to run into battle without a weapon to protect yourself.
You better come home to me.
Fall back! Dawson's still up there.
Please, Lord, help me get one more.
You've done more than any other man could have done.
Hacksaw Ridge, rated R, in theaters November 4th.
It's game time, and you know what that means. It's time to grab a KFC $20 fill-up. Yeah! Now available with extra crispy tenders. Oh, hey, hold on, you're losing your tenders there. It's finger licking good.
Take on the night shift. Introducing the new Titan with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper.
Enjoy your phone.
You too. All right, be cool. You got the amazing new iPhone 7 on the house by switching to AT&T. What? And you got unlimited data because you have DirecTV? Okay, just a few more steps.
Door!
It's cool.
Get the iPhone 7 on us and unlimited data when you switch to AT&T and have DirecTV.
Well, thank God, good news there. Davante Adams able to get up after taking this vicious hit once more from Lee. Lee's already KO'd one of his own teammates on a similar type route when he hit Morris Claiborne.
Yeah, not a vicious hit in terms of him leading with his helmet or anything like that. It's just that it was a ball that was thrown high, and the timing of it. Davante Adams not able to protect himself, but I think Sean Lee did everything he could to try to hold up.
It was a first down reception, little delay to Montgomery. Aaron Andrews talked about before the game ever started that we might see Montgomery in the backfield. That's the 8th time he's been back there in formation today. He leads a team with 6 receptions.
Well, Aaron Rodgers was talking about him and thinks that maybe that would be his best position, is to put a tailback number on him so you can dictate personnel a little bit better.
They're looking for him again, and he has room to run. That's a first down. And he's able to break a tackle, pick up a couple of more yards into Dallas territory to the 45-yard line.
And the Packers, like the Cowboys, when they do these types of things, whether it's with Montgomery or Cobb, it's really more of an extension of their running game, just like running a sweep. But when Montgomery's in the backfield, I think they feel a little bit better about running him with the ball because he's much bigger than what Randall Cobb is and is more of a threat and can take some of the punishment as a running back.
58!
First down out of the shotgun. And again, it will be Montgomery. And he has a first down and then some. The ball comes loose, but he's already out of bounds, and that's a first down to the Dallas 30. Tell you, this young fella Montgomery only played in 6 games last year before tearing up his ankle. He went on IR, and you may remember the 3 games before he got hurt, he had 2 touchdown receptions.
That's that option route of him out of the backfield. We see him running the swing. He runs the option route as well. And as long as they keep giving those throws to him, then Rodgers should just keep taking them.
Adams walking back to the Green Bay locker room. It's been a very quiet back-to-back week run for Jordy Nelson. You know, he's had a touchdown in each of the first 4 games so far this year, but only 4 catches against the Giants. His church is shaken up. It's been a very hard-hitting game. You could probably say that about every game, but there have been a lot of big hits so far in this one. Small screen, stadium-size content. Watch live local Sunday games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile.
Well, injuries taking a toll for both teams, and that's been the theme, really, for both of these clubs all season long. As I said, Mike McCarthy talked about what they've had to overcome with the various injuries, and then the Cowboys, you know, they've been able to play through them, but of course they lose Romo. They've been without Des Bryant. Their left tackle was out. Morris Claiborne now down in this ball game. And then you got Jeff Heath, who just comes in for Barry Church.
First down. Well, they set up the screen, but somebody didn't get to where they're supposed to be, and I think that was Montgomery. Now, either he got blown up on the play, or, you know, this is a good wide receiver. You're asking to be a running back.
Well, he's trying to get through the line, and you're going to see Malik Collins. He does a spin move there in the middle, and it's right where Ty Montgomery was trying to get through that little gap.
There is no foul for intentional grounding. Number 88 was in the area. Second down.
First time I've seen Rodgers smile.
Oh, boy.
That's good to see. Maybe something good's about to happen.
And, you know, look, we talked about the hot topic in Dallas, which we'll talk about again a little bit later on. Romo, Prescott, Romo. What do you do when that time comes? The hot topic of conversation, starting with week 1 in a narrow win down in Jacksonville, has been about this Packer offense. And Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers are getting a little testy about being asked about it. Here's Lacy. Again jumps over a defender, but he's dragged down after a very short game. Well, you look at the first 4 games last year. Rodgers 72% as opposed to 56%. 248 yards passing, under 220 this year. 11 touchdowns last year, no interceptions. 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions in the first 4 this year.
It seems like it all kind of got going. You know, of course, they lost Jordy Nelson, but remember, Mike McCarthy gave up play calling duties and then took them back, and he just had not been able to get back in sync.
Third down, all day to throw, and finds the open receiver. Now the spot's going to be critical here. I'm not sure Jeff Janis knew where he was on the field. He needed to get to the 21 for a first down, and let's see, right on it, and it is a first down, and they're in hurry-up mode. Janis again. to the 15, a gain of 6.
Go back and take a look at that pass previously to Jeff Janis, and here he is in the slot. He works in the middle, and I'm not sure why Rodgers didn't get him the ball right away. And like I said, I mean, he's just not seeing the field the way I'm used to seeing him. He would pick out a guy immediately as soon as they're open, and he's just laid on throws, and it's made a difference in completions and incompletions in a lot of these plays.
First 2 catches of the year for Janis. And inside the 5, it's 1st and goal on the completion of Montgomery, who's putting together a huge game. That is his 9th reception for better than 90 yards.
Well, they go right back to the middle of the field, and Montgomery this time is the guy who's able to get inside, and Rodgers does this time pull the trigger immediately, which gives Montgomery an opportunity to run after the catch.
Down at the 2 and no Eddie Lacy. Empty backfield. And Rodgers loses the football, and Bulaga was there initially, but I don't think he got it. And a critical turnover again by Green Bay. It looked like David Irving, number 95, stripped it away. And the Cowboys cover it up inside the 5. Wow.
This is for everyone. Are you ready? We'll take 16 million tickets, 50,000 foam hats, 2 million of those, and 1 million with cheese.
Hot dog, hot dog. What do you want? Hot dog.
3 million hot dogs and goosebumps. We'll need billions of goosebumps. 1 million pre-game rituals.
Are you done?
What else do we need? Jerseys. We'll take all of them. And one almost perfect plan. Click, tap, dip, or swipe. Choose Visa, official payment partner of the NFL.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you don't love that you can't get all your favorites all day.
I don't love that.
But now you're gonna love that you can get more all day, like McGriddles.
I love McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love,
buddy.
like exploding fist bumps. Or forgetting what you were about to do.
Wait, what was I about to do?
Or when people say you look like
James Lipton. Oh man, it's uncanny.
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
Is that fear I hear in your voice, Jack? What you hear is excitement. Any questions?
He's not feeling well. You might want to use this one.
Jack Reacher, rated PG-13.
Leave now, or I'll be forced to have to call the police.
Hello? We're already here.
Have that patent?
Is that guy?
That is my new assistant.
Denzel?
The Weapon, all new Wednesday, or watch anytime on demand on Fox Now.
Last time the Cowboys started to drive inside their own 5-yard line was in the final minute of the first half. And they went 97 yards. Ezekiel Elliott for 2. Let's go back to the Rodgers fumble. A big one at that.
Well, this was a designed quarterback draw. As you're going to see, it's 1-2 and then take it. And the Cowboys are running a spy with Justin Terrance. So he fills the hole, and it forces Rodgers to then go to his right. Bulaga has a chance, but these big guys, they're not used to handling the football, and it was unable to get it. And Eddie Lacy over on the sidelines on that play, but when they broke the huddle and went empty, I was thinking surely they're not going to run a quarterback draw, but that's what was called. But having said that, Rodgers got to hang on to the football.
Second down, play action. And Prescott looking for the home run ball. In and out of the hands of Butler. And that is Goodson in coverage there. We brought up earlier. Suspended the first 4 games of the season.
Well, he had a chance. I mean, Prescott lays this thing out with another double move against Goodson, who has not been playing, as we talked about earlier, and he puts it right in his hands. It's just that Butler's unable to secure it. But a perfectly thrown ball and a deep shot you don't see a lot of from the Cowboys, but I like the call from Scott Linehan. Backed up. They're thinking you're going to be conservative and try to run the football on 2nd and long, and they take the shot and had it. Just unable to make the play.
All right, they need to get to the 14 for a first down. 3rd and 8. And it's intercepted by Morgan Burnett. First career interception thrown by Dak Prescott, and it comes deep inside his own territory, putting the Packers back in business.
Good coverage by Morgan Burnett on tight end Jason Witten. And I don't know if Prescott thought that Witten was going to work straight back to him, but as you're going to see Witten at the top of this route, he works more to the middle of the field. A little bit of a grab there by Burnett as Witten's coming out of it, but the ball clearly behind him and just not on the same page, and an interception by Morgan Burnett.
So the streak comes to an end at 177 pass attempts to start a career, an NFL record before throwing an interception.
Well, Burnett bails out this offense and Aaron Rodgers. We saw the Cowboys before the end of the first half go 97 yards for a touchdown, and they got the ball backed up, but defense not only makes a stop, they give the ball right back to the offense.
And look who's back in the game. Eddie Lacy.
In that full house backfield.
We 19! We 19!
Not much running room, none at all. In fact, lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jack Crawford in on the stop.
Well, this Cowboys defense, you know, they're talked about as far as what their ranking is, but one thing they definitely do is they play hard. Rod Marinelli's defenses always give great effort.
Fox NFL Sunday returns after these messages and a word from your local Fox station. Can Rodgers and the Packers cash in on the pick? We'll know in a moment.
Oh my goodness! More postseason matches. What a night!
Dodgers Cubs Game 2 tonight on FS1. Telecast sponsored by T-Mobile One.
Change has never been more powerful. We're rolling out our capable new lineup during Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, featuring the all-new Titan and Titan XD with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. Take on any job. Get to Nissan now for big savings and get 0% financing for up to 36 months, or get a low $479 per month lease on the all-new Titan.
I grabbed my lipstick. Hey, what are you doing?
Getting the coats.
For a half hour?
Bob just got Time Warner Cable. He's getting more.
More what?
More than 30,000 movies and shows on demand, most for free. Look, he's DVRing like 6 shows at once.
Let's go.
Oh, this grass is so much greener than on our TV.
Why are your shoes off?
Because I'm on their bed. I don't want to be rude.
Discover how much more is included.
Are those meatballs still circulating?
Get TV, internet, and phone for $89.99 per month, only from Time Warner Cable.
Just another drive home from work? Not for you. The bold Toyota Camry with available 18-inch wheels, a 268-horsepower V6, and dual exhausts. Camry owns the road and gets you where you're going in style. Toyota Camry, the one car for the many sides of your life. Now with a $189 a month lease or 0% financing plus $500 bonus cash.
Can I drive the Camry tomorrow?
No. Toyota. Let's go places.
Look inside the new Louisville Learning Center that brings math, science, and engineering to life.
Prescott a pair of touchdowns. He's just thrown his first career interception. Rodgers is still in search of his first touchdown pass in the second half of a game this year. They'll take any touchdown, however they can get it right now. Trailing as we begin the fourth quarter in Lambeau Field. 20-6. Early movement and a throw to the end zone, and it is too high. Oh my goodness. Randall Cobb wide open. And Rodgers is wondering why no penalty flag was thrown. It was not.
Well, I am too. I thought they clearly got him right in the middle. Tell exactly who it was that they got. It looked like it might have been Cedric Thornton there in the middle, but I thought it was a penalty as well, and Rodgers thought that he had a free play, but even with that, you got to hit the open guy. You got an open receiver, Cobb, in the end zone for a touchdown, and he airmails him.
And now it's 3rd and 10. Rodgers a pump fake and the ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. So you get the takeaway on the interception thrown by Prescott. And it's a field goal try again.
And again, this crowd's just not happy about it. And
hey, what David Irving is turning out to make some huge plays for this Cowboy defense.
Well, big stop there, big stop by this defense. You know, with outstanding field position to only give up a field goal opportunity.
Crosby from 34 yards out, and it is good, but that's all the Packers can muster so far. Brett Favre, the Hall of Famer, will join us when we come back. Dallas in front, 20-9.
Only those who dare drive the world forward. The Cadillac CT6.
I jumped at the chance to take the DNA test through Ancestry, and my results ended up being African, European, and Asian. It was great because it confirmed what I knew in my gut with a little surprise. Ancestry helped give me a sense of identity.
All right, we're gonna take you for the tour. First floor, bun. Second floor, 2 patties. Third floor, penthouse, 6 strips of bacon, sesame seed roof. Sunset.
Try the new Bacon King with a half pound of beef and 6 strips of crispy bacon. It's truly the Bacon King, only at Burger King.
Alexa, ask 1-800-Flowers to order Tina Roses.
Okay.
Alexa, ask Uber for a ride.
Okay.
Mom, look what I found.
Alexa, Wikipedia poison oak.
Poison oak is a woody vine that can cause rashes.
Aren't they pretty?
The final contest, the final chance to win your vote. Chris Wallace moderates the final presidential debate. Wednesday on Fox News Channel, America's election headquarters.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Cadillac and by the new Bacon King sandwich, only at Burger King.
One of the game's all-time greats, and look, when you're in my spot right now and you got Brett Favre and Troy Aikman, I'm just going to shut up. Troy, go ahead. Brett, it's great to have you with us, man. It's great to have you with us.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's nice to be back here and to be honored again. So what a special feeling.
Well, you look inside some of the numbers, and obviously they speak for themselves. But look at these two guys that I have the privilege of standing next to right now.
There's one that stands out to me a little more than the other one.
You mean the
Troy's
second
over
one
here
there?
laughing. He knows. And too many times it was him beating up I on was me. going to say, yeah, and we had some great matchups during those years, and all those games that were played in Dallas. And now it seems whenever these two teams meet, they're playing here at Lambeau. I know you wish it was like that. I don't know if you know what, Troy. I don't know if we could beat you guys. We came close, but y'all were as a complete team as I've ever seen, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I mean, y'all to play with y'all like we did a couple of times was pretty special. We'd love to have beaten you. We'd love to have played you here, but I don't know. I mean, y'all were good. Really good. Well, talk about what it meant to come back here today. A little better weather than the last time you were here in November. I was kind of, you're absolutely right, but I was kind of hoping for some sleet or something.
That'd be Lambeau-esque, right?
I mean, come on.
It's the way it's supposed to be in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's a little mild today. Although Dallas is not making it mild.
Quick hit goes to Beasley. He'll be short on a second down throw. You had a chance when we showed you saying hello down there a moment ago to Dak Prescott. You're still following the game, I know, very closely. What are your thoughts on this young man?
I'm probably no different than anyone else. I'm extremely impressed
with the way he's played, with the poise that he's shown. And I'll be honest with you, I thought coming into this game it would be too big for him. Shows you what I know. I mean, coming into Lambeau Field for anyone is never easy, especially when they're playing, their defense is playing outstanding. And I just thought it'd be too hostile of an environment for him, but he's handled it just as well as he has at home.
It's a big third down momentum play here. And they look down the field, and wide open is Lucky Whitehead. He's already made one big play in the game, and now another.
Oh, man.
You said uh-oh as soon as the play fake.
I tell you what, great view from up here.
Well, they go off the play fake
from up here, yeah.
Yeah, and you see that they're in man coverage on the back end, and Lucky Whitehead, he runs right by Gunner. Gunner takes the bite on the play fake in the backfield, not playing his man, and they've got an easy completion for another big game.
Good play call, too.
13 minutes to go. Whitehead has been primarily a kickoff return man for the Cowboys, and he has made two big plays in this game. They hand it to Ezekiel Elliott, and he tripped up behind the line of scrimmage, and a flag comes in. You know, I want to ask you on the flip side, Brett, as we await this penalty call. We have seen Aaron Rodgers struggle again today. And, I mean, we brought up earlier that he's tired of talking about it. We can tell already. Mike McCarthy's tired.
The hands to the face, number 95, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
What do you think Aaron Rodgers might be going through right now?
You know, I think, first of all, if you play long enough, you go through times where, call it a slump, if you will. And I haven't watched enough to be a critic.
Sure.
An expert on what his play's like. I think there's so many factors that go into it. Troy knows this. But it gets to where it's a mental struggle to just block it out and play. And, you know, Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. That's not going to change. Do you have spurts where you don't play as well? Sure. And then you press. And when you press, usually bad things happen again. He needs a break or two. You know, will he get it today? Will he get it next week? I don't know, but I mean, the guy's a great quarterback, and I mean that's the bottom line.
Sure.
Who's struggling a little bit for whatever reason.
Well, they've been spoiled by quarterback play right here in Dallas. I mean, in Green Bay for the better part of 25 years.
Yes, they have, and they've been spoiled in Dallas since Romo took over as a starter, and like we've talked about with the play of Dak Prescott. But yeah, these Packer fans have had Hall of Fame quarterback play for a lot of years.
Well, you know what? Are they 3-1? They're 3-1.
Exactly.
They're not putting up 45 points on average, but they're not bad. So it's not like, you know, we can't get a first down. So, you know, I think it's a little too soon to be pushing the panic button.
Well, I want to ask you, as we saw Tony Romo there, I know you weighed in on it this week, but what are your thoughts when the Cowboys ultimately have to make a decision?
You know, I've always been a fan of Tony, and that hasn't changed. But you can't look past how well Dak Prescott has played and how well they have played with him. And so I think to break that, you know, chemistry like this, I mean, the clutch plays and clutch times, I mean, just. And I know Tony has done it, but I just feel like that you can't break that right now.
And he hangs in the pocket with great protection, and that's one of the things that certainly has helped him in being able to be comfortable back there. And then, of course, the running game. But I'm with you. You play this game long enough. Dak doesn't know how hard it is to get this kind of momentum as an offense or as a team. And if you have it, you better ride it. And why would anyone want to disrupt that? I don't know.
Yeah, and I find it hard to believe that I know Jerry made the comment a week or two ago that Tony's his quarterback, and I appreciate his. Wow.
That's Cole Beasley again for the touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Well, the Packers right now are just outmatched because of injury on the corners, and they run the bootleg with Prescott to get him out on the edge, but you're going to see the route then that Beasley runs on Ladarius Gunner. It was too easy for Prescott and Beasley.
Well, what we do know is it's been a great day for Brett Favre, and we sure appreciate you taking the time to come up and join us here today. I tell you what, we miss seeing you play, man. Everybody does.
Well, I appreciate that. I think that, I tell people all the time, one of the things that mean the most to me is when people say that, more so than anything, that they really enjoyed watching me play. And that's what it was all about for me.
All the best, man.
Thanks.
Good seeing you, my man. You're the best.
Once you get in the Army, you hear the term Ranger, and you look at it as the highest standards. I was extremely proud to be part of the 1st Ranger Battalion. When I was deployed, I knew that USAA was taking care of my wife when she was back home. And now I know with my son, the USAA will continue to provide the insurance and protection we need.
They always say, you've served your country, so we're here to serve you.
My name is Alejandro Villanueva, and I'm a USAA member for life.
Call USAA today to talk about your insurance needs.
Only those who dare drive the world forward. The Cadillac CT6.
Apparently, Bud Light wants to play politics. Miller Lite has more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs. Well, that's one easy debate. Miller Lite, spelled different because it's brewed different.
An opening night on Broadway is kind of magic. I'm Beowulf Borat, and I'm a Broadway set designer. When I started designing Bronx Tale, the musical, I came up with this idea of 4 towers that were fire escapes, essentially. I'll build a little model in Photoshop and add these details in with a pen. I could never do that with a Mac. I feel like my job is to put out there just enough detail to spur the audience's imagination to fill in all the blanks. This Windows PC is amazing. Having all of my tools right at my fingertips is incredible.
An all-new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, tonight on Fox.
It's been a mighty impressive game, and still a long way to go. It's not over. 10:26 to play, but the Dallas Cowboys rolling into Lambeau Field with a rookie quarterback, a rookie running back, who, by the way, is again over 100 yards rushing. 4 consecutive games. And as good as it's been for the Cowboys, off the mark for Aaron Rodgers.
Just another frustrating afternoon for Aaron Rodgers and really this entire offense. There hasn't been many good moments. As you said, coming into the game, 3-1, but it was really more because of what they had been able to do on defense, and the frustration continues. And the one thing that this offense, whether it's been coming into this game or in previous years with Aaron Rodgers, is they have always protected the football, but today they've turned it over 3 times. That's very uncharacteristic.
First down throw and catch for Randall Cobb. Cuts it back to the inside, and he's up to the 38-yard line.
The other thing that's made it really hard for this offense, makes it hard for any offense, is when you're not getting big chunks down the field, and the big plays have been hard to come by.
I got to tell you, and just getting away after that catch for a minute. For a guy who grew up watching football, was never good enough to play it. To be standing here next to you and Brett Favre at the same time, doesn't get much better than that, my man.
Well,
that's good stuff. And
talked about the games that I had against Brett and the Packers and the Cowboys, and some really meaningful games. And I loved competing against him, and he's always been one of my favorite guys. And I thoroughly enjoyed, once I got into broadcasting, get a chance to have the best seat in the house and watch him, work his magic on so many Sunday afternoons. And just a really great guy, and he's been a great friend. And it was good to see him here and see this crowd give him the reaction that he has certainly deserved.
The thing that is just staggering to me, and everybody knows he holds the NFL record, 297 consecutive starts. If you include the playoffs, that mark went to 321 consecutive starts at that position. That's just beyond incredible.
Well, he's kind of set the standard as far as those guys that are expected to come out and play each and every Sunday. And I always think that as we see Barry Church leave the field again, that I think that's the greatest thing you can do for an organization is let them know you're going to be available each and every Sunday, and nobody did that better than Brett Favre.
They run it with Lacy. Sean Lee again on the stop. The Green Bay Packers have kicked 3 field goals today. They have scored a touchdown in every home game started by Aaron Rodgers since he took over as a starter. His career record is 49-12 at Lambeau Field. But a long way to get back into this one. And Jordy Nelson gets his 3rd catch. Aaron Andrews mentioned a moment ago that Bulaga was shaken up on that Rodgers fumble, and now he walks to the locker room.
Well, this is familiar ground for this Cowboys defense. They've been up big in a lot of games in the 4th quarter, and they'll give up those throws. They're just going to make the offense methodically drive it down and keep them from getting the big plays.
And you know, there again is something we alluded to earlier. You can hear the crowd. This is a frustrated, they would be the first to admit, a spoiled crowd when it comes to offensive football. Not liking what they're watching so far.
Well, I haven't liked what I've watched so far either. I mean, they just have not been very good, and they just have not. They don't establish any rhythm whatsoever, and no one's playing with any confidence.
Good throw there. Nelson turns it to the inside rather than the outside. I mean, you try to keep every precious second you can.
The Packers in the month of October, they haven't lost since 2010. They've won 11 straight. So for the Cowboys to come in and be able to do what they've been able to do is impressive for that young team, especially when you have a rookie at quarterback and running back.
Rodgers, beautiful throw there. That is vintage Rodgers on that strike to Jordy Nelson.
Well, this is about as good a throw as I've seen all day. It's tight coverage. You got safety help over the top, and yet you've got to thread the needle. And for Jordy Nelson, you know you're going to take a hit with the safety playing over the top, and he hangs on to it, and Aaron Rodgers throws a perfect ball.
They get to Montgomery, throw it to Montgomery. Back to the inside, and he's to the 6-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down, and that clock ticking to 7:15. Montgomery knocking on the door of 100 receiving yards, and he has 10 catches. And make it 11. This is Cobb, 18, not 88. So Randall Cobb in the end zone, and that is the first touchdown thrown in the 2nd half of a game this year for Aaron Rodgers. Took 5 weeks to get it.
Well, they block it up on the outside. They get the ball to Cobb. You're going to see here Jordy Nelson. He comes off the ball. He's going to block the entire way, designed specifically for Cobb to get the reception and then follow in behind Jordy Nelson, and they finish off this drive for a touchdown, and one that they desperately needed in order to try to put a little bit of pressure on this Cowboys offense to do something on that side of the ball again.
Well, they'll take the traditional point after a flag is down to make it. Oh, we'll wait on the penalty. You know, it's interesting to note, you see Jason Garrett there. You go back to November of 2010. It was a 45-7 rout by the Green Bay Packers of the Dallas Cowboys, which prompted the head coaching change. Wade Phillips was let go after that game, and that's when Jason Garrett was named the head coach of the Cowboys.
Well, as we see Jason Garrett here trying to figure out exactly what's going on, I think Jason Garrett has really done a nice job with his club. We talked about some of the injuries, some of the things that they've had to overcome, and yet he's been able to keep them focused at the task. And here's another look at what might have been the penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 95 of the receiving team for leverage. The kicking team has opted to keep the point. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the succeeding kick.
That was the right call. You can't jump in the air and then land on an opponent.
Don't forget, we're taking my parents out on the boat this Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Not my Sunday.
Hyundai, official sponsor of the NFL.
I live in a nameless town, in a blackout. Midnight, where we used to dance, underneath the early halogen lamps. All went away so fast, blackout.
Pizza Hut makes great pizza, but they can't tell you what a gift it is. They took a grilled cheese and combined it with stuffed crust pizza. Eat every slice like it's your last! The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one outpieces the Hut.
For us, every chair is a beach chair.
With full game replays, you can replay entire games, which gives you more football. Start your free trial at NFL.com/Game Pass.
Today's game is sponsored by Hyundai, an official sponsor of the NFL.
Well, the Cowboys have all but one expecting the onside kick. There's a little pop-up. It'll be handled by Whitney.
Yeah, they didn't get that bounce they were hoping to, and that was an easy one for Jason Witten to handle.
Well, coming up later tonight, we shift gears over to baseball. Will the postseason streak of bad luck for Clayton Kershaw come to an end? Dodger fans are hoping like crazy. I know he got a save during that division series. Coming off an injury. He'll go against Kyle Hendricks. See his postseason career an ERA of over 5. They hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott. And we go downstairs to Aaron Andrews.
Well, I love Brett Favre saying to you guys he thought Lambeau would be too big for Dak Prescott. I was actually asking Dak during pregame warmups what he thought of Lambeau Field, and he said, it's cool, but I've played in Baton Rouge at LSU. I've played in Alabama. All right, but greatest line from wide receivers coach Derek Dooley about Dak and how nothing rattles him. He said his pulse never gets high. He's like Hannibal Lecter. He always just stays so calm. Such a good line.
Well, that makes you feel really good. They give it to Elliott again.
I thought it was interesting when I met Dak for the first time. It was before our week 1 game when they were playing the New York Giants, and I asked him how he thought he would feel going into that game as his first NFL start, if he gets nervous or what maybe he has to go through to settle himself down, and he said he simply does not get nervous, and I don't think he does. I mean, that's why he shows the great poise that he does, and I think Aaron makes a good point in her conversation with Dak that his background in the SEC and some of those environments that he had to play in, and they were the underdog, and he's been the underdog in a lot of ways for a good part of his life, and yet he's risen to the occasion. Every job that he's had, whether it was in high school, college, or now, has been because of injury to the starter, and he's never relinquished the job. And we'll see what happens here in Dallas.
Cowboys call a timeout before 3rd down.
Requesting Titanfall 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enemy Titan detected.
It's game time.
Rated M for mature.
Get the new Xbox One S.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you don't love that you can't get all your favorites all day.
But I want McGriddles, too.
But now you'll love that you can get more all day, like those McGriddles.
Yeah, I do love that.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like dog strollers. Or football players who stress the word "the."
The Glencoe Brooks State Community College.
Or inappropriately timed political discussions.
It's as if it didn't even matter.
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
Introducing the new turbocharged Golf All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. Soon to be everywhere.
Both of these lineups have plenty of star power.
He hammers one down the line. Wow, great battle. No rust on this swing.
Oh my goodness. Or postseason matches.
What a night.
Dodgers Cubs NLCS Game 2 tonight on FS1.
Well, by and large, you pick up a first down here, and you're very close to putting this thing on ice. 5:27 to go, an 11-point lead, and they convert to who else? Jason Witten.
Well, Dom Capers, defensive coordinator, he brings pressure. He's going to bring one more than they can pick up, and yet Prescott's able to hang in there and deliver a good ball under duress to Jason Witten to keep this drive alive. That's pretty nice. That's been a good matchup right there between those two guys throughout this game, Morgan Burnett and Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, there's nothing he can't do. That's what usually gives those young rookie running backs problems is pass protection, and he's awfully good there too.
So that's the first down, and the clock will spin now below 5 minutes, and we'll see a whole boatload of Ezekiel Elliott now. Still on his feet inside the 40 to the 30. Elliott to the outside, dragged down to the 21-yard line, and for Elliott, that will be his 4th consecutive game of